Hey, what's up everyone, it's Justin here, and I know I'm extremely late to this, but I actually can't believe I haven't tested the camera between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s side by side. So here it is. And by the way, if you like the look of these wooden dbrand skins on these iPhones, be sure to check the link in the description to get some for yourself. So the iPhone 6s this year finally got a megapixel bump. It is now a 12 megapixel rear facing sensor with an f2.2 aperture. You've also got a 5 megapixel front facing camera with an f2.2 aperture and retina flash. On the other hand, the iPhone 6 has an f2.2 aperture, 8 megapixel rear facing sensor, and a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera, with the ability to record full HD 1080p video on the back and 720p on the front. But without further ado, let's go ahead and test out an already great camera compared to its newer generation and see just how much better Apple has made it this year. So from looking at these photos, you can tell that in the iPhone 6 the camera was already pretty good. There was no complaints about that. But for years we've been talking about Apple and the fact that they should finally bump up the megapixel count, and you can definitely notice that when you look at the picture, or especially when you're zooming into your photos, that additional sharpness that comes with that extra 4 megapixels. The color balancing is pretty similar for the most part, iPhones of course being known to have very consistent cameras. But the biggest difference is noticed when you go outside. You can see in these well-lit shots, the iPhone 6s does a noticeably better job in kind of capturing all of the detail in the image. It balances out the skies, the subject. The dynamic range is evidently better as well, and that is clearly seen in the low light images, which you could see has far less noise on the 6s. When looking at the front-facing photos, I didn't really notice a massive difference, although the megapixel jump is quite significant. The iPhone 6s did, however, do a better job exposing and lighting up the backgrounds a little bit more. Of course, one of the things that I was most excited about on the iPhone 6s was the 4K video recording, and that extra sharpness is definitely appreciated, though the iPhone 6 still does a very good job, as you can see. The colors are also more vibrant in the iPhone 6s from what I noticed. However, one thing I also saw was that the iPhone 6 did a better job in terms of the video stabilization. So if you're someone who plans to take a ton of handheld video, I definitely recommend you get the iPhone 6s Plus, which has amazing optical image stabilization. But that just about wraps it up in terms of my camera comparison between the iPhone 6 and 6s. And I say if you have the iPhone 6 right now and you're happy with it, there really isn't a massive reason to go and upgrade right away, unless you're someone who takes photos on your iPhones as part of your career. And if you do a lot of video, you will also enjoy the 4K video recording on the 6s. But if you don't mind the form factor, you'll be much happier with the 6s Plus in terms of handheld video. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button as it helps the channel out a bunch, and I'll see you all in the next video.